What if the biggest barrier to your success isn't the lack of resources, a bad boss, or a crowded market, but the very person you've spent your entire life trying to protect? What if the locked door you've been banging on for years isn't actually locked? You're just the one holding the handle shut from the inside. Today, we're getting out of our own way, folks. We're talking about the uncomfortable truth that the only thing stopping you is you. And more importantly, we're looking at 3 ways to finally get over yourself so you can actually get to work. So let's get into it. Welcome to the Catalyst Podcast. I'm your host, Jason, and you can catch us on all your favorite platforms. You know them: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. You can also listen to our episodes on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and our home at Podbean. Folks, we want to hear from you. If you're interested in becoming a guest or a contributor, please reach out to us at catalystmotivationpodcast@gmail.com. That's catalystmotivationpodcast@gmail.com. Join the Catalyst community today and share. We really, really appreciate it. All right. Welcome to episode 143. The traffic jam in your head. Okay, so we've all been there, right? Standing in our own light. Think about the perfect start trap. I knew somebody. Okay, it was me. Wanted to start a fitness journey, right? So I spent 3 weeks researching the optimal macronutrient ratios, bought moisture-wicking gear, and created the perfect beast mode playlist. But on Monday morning, did I go? No. Why? Because it rained. My brain used the drizzle as a legal loophole to protect me from the discomfort of being a beginner. I wasn't stopping because of the weather. I was stopping because I was terrified of looking incapable. Or how about the email draft ghosting? That's one of my favorites, right? You have a big pitch or a difficult conversation you need to have, right? You write the email or the text message, you polish it, and then you leave it in draft for like 4 days, right? You're telling yourself, I'm waiting for the right timing, but really, you're just negotiating with your own fear. We turn minor bumps into mountain ranges just so we can have a valid excuse to stay exactly where we are. It's messy, it's frustrating, and it's deeply, deeply human. To move past this, we have to break down the mechanics of self-interference. All right? Yes, you are interfering with your own good. All right? So grab something to write with, whether it be your smartphone, a tablet, sticky notes, whatever it is. Here are 3 ways to stop being your own worst bottleneck. All right. 3 ways to get the fuck out of your way. All right. Excuse my language. Are we ready? Okay, here we go. Number 1, divorce the drama. Divorce the drama. We love to narrate our lives like a Greek tragedy, right? It always happens to me. I'm not a math person, But really, folks, that's just the story we keep telling ourselves to keep ourselves safe. To get over yourself, you have to strip the adjectives away. It's not a disastrous meeting. It was a 30-minute conversation where 3 points were met, right? When you lower the stakes, you lower the resistance. Okay, number 2. Embrace the C- start. Okay? Embrace the C- start. See, our ego wants us to be the protagonist who gets it right on the first try, but that's just pride in a fancy suit or dress, right? True growth happens when you give yourself permission to be mediocre. Getting over yourself means realizing the world isn't waiting for your perfection. It's waiting for your contribution. I train agents in a call center, and one of the first things I tell them is when we start to get to being on the phones, everybody gets really nervous. It's like, guys, It's okay. Your first call is going to be horrible. It's going to be absolutely horrible, and that's okay. All right? We're going to take where you start and build on it and help you to grow to be more proficient. But you got to get your nose bloodied and you got to break some eggs. So it's okay to not start off perfect. All right? Number 3, the so what test. The so what test. All right? We spend so much energy worrying about how we look to others. Newsflash, folks. Everyone else is too busy worrying about how they look to even notice you. I've spent years in that cycle, worried about how people thought about me. They're living their friggin' lives. They don't care. So what if you fail, right? What if you look silly? The usual answer is just a bruised ego. And lucky for us, they heal really fast. So what? Let them, if they want to worry about you or judge you, let them, right? It doesn't matter. You do it anyway because it's about you. It's a time for you to break away and be who you truly were meant to be. And guess what? The numbers actually back this up. Okay? Did you know that according to a study on effective forecasting, humans are statistically terrible at predicting how bad we feel after failure? We overestimate the pain of a no by about 180%. Basically, your brain is a high drama intern who thinks a paper cut is like a limb loss, right? We're out here trying, treating polite, not interested like a social execution. We can laugh. We can laugh, folks, at how ridiculous our internal systems are, right? When we do that, they lose their power. You aren't a fragile vase. To be honest, you're a bouncy ball. The harder you hit the floor, the higher you're supposed to go. So think on that. And before we go, I want to leave you with an actionable takeaway, all right? I'm going to call this one the outer body audit. Okay, so this is a simple 60-second exercise to apply to the next time you're feeling stuck. All right? Again, it's called the outer body audit. All right, here we go. So the next time you're hesitating on a task or you're feeling stopped, I want you to really step back and look at yourself as if you were your own best friend. Okay? Just picture yourself as your own best friend, right? First thing I want you to do is observe the physicality, right? Are your shoulders up to your ears, right? Is your breath shallow? Right? If so, drop the tension, right? Next thing I want you to do is ask a third-party question. For example, if your son or friend came up to you with this exact block, what would you tell them, right? If they had the same thing that's blocking you now, what would you tell them, right? You'd probably tell them to quit overthinking and just do the thing, right? Well, then why don't you do it, right? Why don't you do it? Okay? All right, number 3, the 5-second launch. The 5-second launch. So count down from, and this is a kind of a tip of the hat to Mel Robbins, right? I want you to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I want you to take the smallest possible action, right? Not the whole project, just the first click, right? The world is wide open, my friend, right? It's wide open. The only person that can keep you in the waiting room is the one holding the ticket. So step through the door. Just keep living, folks. Just keep living. All right, well, that's it. I want to thank you so much for listening to the Catalyst Motivation Podcast. If this episode touched you, please share it with someone who might need the reminder that they're not alone out there. And as always, please keep showing up It's amazing to see how we're starting to grow, and we really, really appreciate it. All right. We appreciate you. We appreciate you for showing up every time, every day, because the world needs you. The world needs you. The world needs you. Please like and subscribe to our podcast for even more motivational content. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok for even more inspiration. And don't forget, I have a book out called The Ways of Compromise. Please go ahead and pick it up. I want to thank you so very much for joining us for episode 143. And we look forward to seeing you the next time for episode 144. Go be great.